Hello everyone, welcome to 2023. Like 2022, we're still working on some issues. This mic did not work for the first part of the podcast and maybe for the rest because we might have just had another faulty button press. Thank you guys for watching this episode. We have a lot of things planned for 2023. Just enjoy this episode. Sorry about the audio, but you're going to have to deal with it. Sorry. The ball has been dropped. It's
oh no.
2023. Welcome to 2023.
Wait, hold on, Luke.
What?
I thought it was 2022.
Little funny story about this. In the Christmas special, if you look, if you haven't seen the Christmas special, by the way, go check it out. It's phenomenal.
Epic.
Christmas is over, but I don't care. You suck. If you think that. I was changing the date of when, because we're on Christmas night for when Santa comes. And I was like, oh, I'm so stupid. When it goes from the 24th, or when it goes from the 24th to the 25th, it's the new year. This is how much editing I've done. I was staying up so late to edit this.
Yeah, Luke was on an grind.
I edited at least 70 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I had it literally, my average a day was 13 hours
for
a week
nuts.
straight. So I was like, okay. So I'm doing this and I edit it and I'm like, that was a good catch. Now, I was like, I could have looked really dumb there. I was like, 2023. And I was like, phenomenal work. Good job. So then I went back to fix it. And for some reason, I didn't change all the dates. So at one point, it's 2023, 2004. Or 2004. wait. Sorry. 2020. No, it's 2022, but it's the 24th, then it's the 25th, then it's the 24th for about 5 seconds, then it's the 25th.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So, that's a little fun story about my experience. But you, Sam, were not here.
I was not here.
Where were you, Sam?
I was across the pond. You guys might know what that means, or you might not.
Across the pond?
I was over in France.
You were in the place where they smoke a lot of cigars. Cigarettes, not cigars.
Yeah, they smoke a lot of cigarettes there.
Is there a lot of cigars there? Are they not that
Actually,
cool?
fun story. We were in Lyon, and that's like where we were for a few days. And
which is where, because you've been throwing out a lot of locations. You're like,
well, I
don't
know
in this town of.
I don't know where it is. I was in Lyon. I don't know, France.
You were in France.
I was in France.
Wait, this is funny story. A little funny story about you and me before you go into your story.
Okay.
Of Sam and I think it's hysterical if you're talking to someone that doesn't speak like native English.
Oh yeah.
That you. Like, there's, let's say, like a French accent.
Like when someone goes really loud and
like
they're like really stupid.
Or
like,
no.
Hello!
No, that's funny. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm trying to talk to a French person. I'm like, hello, my name is Luca. Hello, my name is Luca.
We do that
like,
so
No,
much.
And we think it's hilarious that some people, like, I feel like they're like, oh, I'm going to talk in this language, and they'll just talk in an accent of the language. And that's hysterical. Okay, sorry, you go into your...
Okay. So we were walking down from the hotel to like see a view from the from like above the city, and this guy is smoking a cigar, and my girlfriend Matilda goes, the classic French breakfast. And I was like, what? Isn't that like a cigarette and coffee? And she goes, yep. Whoops. So she thought the cigars, and that's the only cigar we saw in the entire trip. So that's my cigar story.
That was your funny story?
That's my funny cigar story.
That was hysterical. I just wasn't laughing. But you need to tell your story in France.
Okay, so don't even.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll tell it to you again.
Yeah.
So, what happened?
I'll give it like...
I'll give some backstory.
First, Sam was away in France for 17 days.
17 days,
but
2.5 weeks.
Okay, so this is what Sam was... Do you want basically a business class ticket to France, 17 days.
Actually, it's first class.
First class. Isn't that the same? You
like
called it business.
Thing. Well, okay, so on some flights there's first, business, economy.
What is the first class? Did you just feel like when you're walking by people?
Okay, so imagine you are like the richest man alive.
Okay, 1 second. All right, done.
All right, you got it?
Yep.
That's what you feel like.
Oh, I remember you sent me a video. There's like 50 million cabinets.
So you get 2 blankets, 2 pillows, a set of pajamas, an entire toiletry thing, 2 meals, unlimited drinks, all the entertainment, a bed.
So
it was pretty bad.
So it's a bad flight. But what Sam was asked by his girlfriend's family to go on this trip, but there's about maybe How much time did you have?
Okay, so I was with my girlfriend in Lansing. She goes to MSU, and
Michigan State University.
Yeah, MSU.
I realized people out of state when we say like MSU or FSU, people are like, where?
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
I'm like Florida State, Michigan State. I'm just good at those.
So we were hanging out, and we were like on scooters on MSU's campus.
Oh, I thought you were inside.
No.
You were inside. You were on your computer.
I was inside when I called you.
Yeah.
So we get a call, and it's her dad. And he's like, "Hey, I'm buying tickets. Does Sam want to come to France?" And I was like, "What?"
But it wasn't just, "Do you want to go to France?" It was, "We're going to go skiing. We're going to do this. We're going to do this." 17 days. Have to answer now. You're going to miss your entire Christmas. What do you want to do?
I know. So it was a little bit of an intense question. Like in 24 hours, I had to know an answer. So I got like the question, and
you did the reasonable thing and called me instantly.
So pretty much immediately, I called Luke and go, "So video stuff.
Are we gonna make this happen?" Because Sam called his boyfriend me, and we talked about basically Sam and I are codependent.
Yeah, we've realized that over this trip.
He was like, is this possible? And I was like, let's figure this out.
So we looked at like the entire schedule. We're like, all right, we're gonna have to cram, and we worked it out. It was a little intense.
Well, because you were 6 hours apart.
Yeah.
So that was a funny, like, it wasn't really funny. It's just.
It was funny to us because we're idiots.
Yeah, we were like 6 hours.
We're like, wait a minute. If I'm getting this right, it's 2 here and 8 there.
Every day we're like, this is.
We're like mind boggled by it.
But it was definitely good that you went.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You can't turn down
a
first class ticket to France.
Yeah, and it's just awesome.
Yeah,
it was fun.
That's like.
No skiing, unfortunately, but
yeah. So
still,
they lied to you.
Yeah, they lied to me.
So
it's whatever.
How many reviews? How many stars did you give that?
I'm gonna give them 3 reviews.
I'm gonna give them 3 reviews. How many stars? 3 reviews.
Each one will have a different rating.
Good review, 5 star. Great seats. 1 star. No skiing.
Skiing? 0 stars.
That is, but get on to your one day. Well, you were there with their family.
So what was happening is I was buying Christmas presents because I felt like I had to at least buy the family Christmas presents. So I was buying like the grandpa, aunt, cousin, the parents, all Christmas presents while I was there. And so what happened was
paint this picture.
Oh yeah,
this is the funniest.
We were shopping and we were in this place called Cultura. And it was like, it's basically a Barnes & Noble, but French. So there's like books and there's... But I
thought that was so... Clearly, I'm so entertained
by Barnes & Noble.
In France! Oui, oui!
That's pretty much... Here, I'm going to give you the French I know. Oui.
Oui?
Bonjour.
Wait, it's oui, oui though, right?
No. Just oui is yes.
But there's also oui, oui?
I don't know. You know more French than me. You actually
I actually was in a French class.
Yeah.
Les frites. Je m'appelle Isabelle.
My name is Isabelle. Oh,
I got carried away there, and that wasn't real.
All I know is I would just go, merci. And that was pretty much everything.
Merci.
But I had to go, I always put on the thickest accent. I was like, merci.
Merci. Oh, they're like, what? Merci?
Like, is that the Spanish accent?
Sorry.
Okay, so I was shopping for presents. I was shopping for Matilda's dad. And I was going to get him, I got him like a Science of Star Wars book because he was a physicist, and so I got him a Science of Star Wars, and then also I got him a...
Is he a big Star Wars fan?
He's a big sci-fi fan.
That is legendary.
Yeah, so that's something that's fun.
Help him make our movie? You want to pay for it? First class ticket anywhere we want you?
Okay, so I got him, I was going to get him a journal and a pen, because he, like, just to, like, have in his backpack, like, something small that he could travel with.
I'm so ready for them to hear this. And then, so good.
So, like, I'm shopping with my girlfriend, and I'm like, do you think you'd like this? And she's like, yeah, that one's perfect. So I give it to her. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pay really quick, or pay really soon. I just have to pick a pen. I go grab a pen, and she's gone.
But you didn't know this, right? You said you told me you walked up and you turned around.
Well, no.
You didn't know it.
Well, we're not there yet.
Okay.
So, I walk away to get a pen, come back to where she was supposed to be, because I thought we were going to go pay to avoid them seeing what I was getting. And I come back, and she's just not there. And I'm like, what? Where did she go?
But you explained it, you were walking and turned and then realized, like, what you were
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, this happened. You lost her.
I lost her.
Found her again, then lost her again?
Yeah. So I lost her. She had walked all the way across the store towards her dad. So I go and I'm like, what are you doing? And I grab the notebook and like in a fit of like panic because I didn't want him to see, I walk back across the store thinking she's following me.
Yeah, okay.
And I walk up to the register and she's not there. And I know zero.
And you're stuck at the...
Yeah, I'm stuck. And I'm like, I'm so stubborn. I just was like, I'm doing it. And she probably will come in time. She did not come in time.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Here's what my plan is. Instead of, in probably in France, most people speak English.
Yeah.
Most people know like English, French, and like Swiss or like German.
Switzerland?
It's like Swiss German too. But instead of trying to just talk to her in English, she goes, so what happened was, she scans.
Do you need it? Grab that book back there.
Okay.
But don't slam it because they're beautiful decor. So you hand the cashier?
I hand both.
Okay, so I have the pen and the book.
She scans the pen.
Beep.
For 39 euros. What? What's not in this book, Luke?
Oh, there's no price tag on it.
Yeah, there's no price tag on the book.
So
same with
at this point, you haven't said anything, right?
No, I have completely...
So you're just like...
Yes. I'm just...
Okay, here we go. Maybe we can do this
without... Yeah, no, that was my plan. We're not going to talk... But the problem ran in when there was a no price tag on that.
Like...
So then she goes, how much did this cost?
In English?
But in French. No,
okay, so
in French.
How did you know she said? Just kind of assuming? That's what she said? How much
Well, I figured it out after... Well, actually, here, let me say. She said it to me in French. Immediately, I go. For anyone listening on audio, I tap my throat and wave my hand like indicating... I don't speak at all. Like I am mute.
I can't. It's so funny to me.
So, she then shows me...
I just picture you going so hard.
She then shows me her phone where she's done Google Translate and I go... You tell me Google. She showed me Google Translate and shows Questar or something. Like, oh my gosh. How much does it cost? And I go,
oh my gosh.
I'm currently going like no with my throat.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, she's like trying to figure it out. She's like going through their like website to like try and find their price, and she's like, I don't see this. She didn't say that, but like she clearly could not find it.
And you're just like,
and I'm just like,
at this point, are you like looking around?
I am stunned. I didn't know I was going to do this, and I am bewildered.
Well, in that moment, what can you do other than continue to
Well, I had to pretend. I'm like, I can't break it. If I break it, I look so deranged.
Oh, yeah, if you just go, no, sorry.
I speak English. You know, when you showed me Google Translate, I could read that.
Sorry, I was trying to be mute. Sorry, that was an accident.
So then, she's like, oh, there's no price tag, and I can't find this on the website. Just take it. So she hands me the book, she hands me the pen and goes, au revoir, which is goodbye.
So Sam got a free book for being a mute.
But then I walk out and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what just happened? What did I just do? So I walk back to where I got the notebook, grab a notebook that had a price tag on it, go back up to the register. And then...
Are you still mute?
Yeah, I'm not breaking.
And you're like...
But then But no, so the problem was, there's 4 cash registers.
Oh.
I got called up to a new one. And I had to pretend to be mute twice. But then the lady next door is the lady that checked me out, and she goes. Oh,
she's like.
She explains.
She's like,
this guy's mute.
this guy can't really.
He went like this. He's mute.
He can't talk. So you're just like.
Yeah, pretty much. But then she like scanned it. I paid, and I'm just like, what just happened? It was the strangest experience ever.
But also, that might be the funniest.
Oh, yeah.
Well, was there other funny experiences you had? Or little things you noticed?
Well,
Review the French.
Let me give you some things that absolutely bug me about France.
Here are 5 things that bug me.
It might be 3. I don't know.
Or 3.
Bathrooms. I was going to say, have you ever been in any French bathroom? I don't know why. So the way the French bathrooms are lined up is there's a room.
Okay.
With a sink.
A sink?
To wash your hands.
Well, give me a little more detail. So I walk in the door. Most bathrooms have a sink.
But
just
there's
one?
Just the sink.
Oh.
So the way okay, let me try
you
to
pee in the
explain
sink?
No, the floor.
Is it a drain in the middle? You wash pee and do all your business in this sink. That's the French way. And there's a cigarette rack.
Waffle stomp it.
Oh.
For those of you that don't know, I won't explain it.
Yeah, no, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You can't figure it out good for you.
So the problem with the bathrooms is there's that room, and then with another door. Okay, so actually, let me explain it better. The first door doesn't have a lock, so anyone can walk in to the sink room.
Okay.
Right next to that. Next to
one sink.
Yeah, one sink. So it's like a single bathroom.
In like a big public.
No. So imagine you're at a restaurant. There's one bathroom.
Okay.
Like one.
And was this like a small? Was this every restaurant?
Everywhere, literally everywhere, and I wanted it to die. The way this is lined up is someone can be in washing their hands while you're pooping, and then you walk in and they're right there. Oh so it's just so close. And then there's this one restaurant we went to. The toilet, I couldn't sit down. I had to squat and go to the bathroom. It was so small.
Was this before or after the mute?
This is after. But it's like a AD. AM after mute.
After mute, BM before mute. That's so good. But were you explained before at all? Like, watch out for the bathrooms because it can get uncomfortable.
Well, everything's designed for like shorter people.
Short people.
We're both 6'2".
Yeah.
So I was not ready.
You just feel like
another thing, which wasn't French. It was me. So our bedroom had a short door at the house.
Just like
I had to do that every day. But when I didn't, boom, just every day I would forget at least once. And it hurt so bad. So like it's like the head, like when you hit like your head and you're just like eyes start watering, you're like, this is awful. So another thing I noticed was at dinners or like any meal, actually every meal. Imagine you want to drink water, right?
Yeah. Wait. Let me. Okay. I just imagine.
So what kind of glass are you holding when you're drinking that water?
Probably like a normal.
Show me the size. Like just like height wise.
Oh, probably like this.
Okay.
Maybe
now half that. That's like the size of a drinking glass there.
Is it like a little, like a shot of water?
Yep.
So you're like...
And I'm a big man.
And you drink a lot of water.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
You got a jug you carry.
Yeah. I left it in France, so I'm absolutely mad about that.
Did you really?
I'm gonna get it, yeah. It's because we brushed
That's the second water bottle you've lost on your trip.
I know.
When we went to California...
You know what the worst part is? I took it, put it right next to my bag, and everyone was like rushing out, and I was like... and I missed it. And it was right next to my bag. And I'm gonna have them ship it to me.
Yeah.
But...
That's okay.
So
almost a soldier lost.
Almost a soldier
Just
lost.
like the guy, the homeless.
I gave a homeless man a water bottle. It's been brought up before.
And Sam's a hero for that.
I'm a hero for that. But
okay,
the water glasses.
Back into your water.
The water glasses absolutely peeved me off.
You're like, I just ate this massive meal.
Yeah, you're like, we're walking around. You're like, I'm thirsty.
And then, is there like waiters walking around with more water?
So no, what they do is, okay, in France. Waiters go to school to be waiters, and they're paid a salary, and tips aren't a thing. So,
I kind of like that.
No, tips not being a thing are amazing. It's just not so nice. Then. Yeah.
The worst thing is the machine. Just side note, worst thing is the machines that pop up in there.
Oh yeah, I press none.
No, sometimes there's none. I've gone to places where it's 10, 20, and it's like 35. It's like I'm not
giving you $5 in Subway.
Is there a place where I can just smack you in the face for that? That's what you deserve right now for making me do that.
So at like French restaurants, another thing actually, really quick, everything already has the tax added on.
That's nice.
So that's really nice. So like when you're buying something,
that's very nice.
Yeah,
because I don't know, I had a little accent there, but it's not deceiving.
Yeah, no, it tells you exactly what it's going to cost, which is nice.
Yeah, it is really sweet.
But the problem at restaurants, so you know when you go to like a fancy restaurant and you get like a jug of water or like a sparkling water.
I don't think I've ever had sparkling.
But like you've seen like San Pellegrino. Like
they'll have
like a jug.
Yeah,
pretty small, right? You get like one of those for your whole meal. And dinners in France are like 3 hours.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you would. Okay, so you would go, and is it like they're giving you portions, right?
Okay,
Start with the
one thing.
cheese,
No,
and
one
then
thing.
have the bread.
Everyone's like, French people eat way less.
No.
Not true. I left meals feeling way more full there than here. Maybe that was just because we were eating out. But I consistently was eating a lot of food. And not by like, I'm ordering 1, 2, 3, 4. Ordering one thing, and I'm like, this is like an American serving size. Everyone is like,
it's the one spinach leaf and
not
the
like
one
that.
French fry.
Yeah, no, it's not like that at all. Everything's like serving sizes or bigger than America. So I think it's like less salt or something. One thing, here we go. Here's another thing on my list.
Yeah.
I'm going off right now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Potatoes? What's worse? What's the worst thing a potato can do? Not salted. A not salted potato is awful, right?
Yeah.
Now every potato is not salted in France.
Really?
Yeah. It is horrendous. So every time, I like to cook, and I cooked for the family pretty regularly throughout the trip, and occasionally I would like make actual meals where I would like fully cook, and every time I would just add so much salt. And I was like, that's right, eat my American food. Best compliment I got is the grandpa goes, your cooking is very Savoy. Savoy is like a region in France that was not until like the 1900s. It wasn't owned by France. So Savoy is a country, but then it was absolved by France.
Very Italy of you.
Yeah.
Very
Italy.
Very Spain. And very German. Spain. But you also described pre-made meals. Are there a lot of pre-made meals here, or is that
I don't know if that's just the way they did it.
Maybe it was just like, was it frozen?
So the way so where we were,
for some reason no frozen. I pictured like everything is so magically fresh. I forgot that it's not just like
Well, okay. So here's the thing.
Like,
what we did is where we were. I was in Evian, which is right on Lake Geneva, right next to Switzerland.
Which is
south, I guess. South, like.
Wait, let me carry the one.
I always have to do the never eat soggy waffles when I'm thinking about directions.
I know north, south.
Yeah, the east and west. That's where I got to do it. East. So it's like the southeast of France, Evian. That's where I was. Right on Lake Geneva, which is across from Switzerland. We could like walk to, or not walk, but it's like a 30-minute drive to Switzerland. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Your name?
Oh.
Yeah.
I know where okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I lost it. Shut up. I got it. What game are we playing?
Okay. So where I was, our house was here, and then like right down the hill, there was a Cora, which is like...
Coral?
I don't even... C-O-R-A. I don't know if it's a chain, but it's like a giant grocery store.
Oh, like a Meijer,
It's
Walmart.
almost like a... Yeah, but it's more like a Costco, what's there. Not like size-wise. No, but I mean like tons of food, but then there's also like a bunch of different things.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That is kind of like a fancier Walmart.
Yeah, basically.
Like you can buy clothes there and not feel sad.
But also, like you were saying, things are a lot more fresh, like day to day.
But you also had the red carpet experience, which we've talked about before. We also got
we got the red.
So right now Sam is
I'm double red carpet
debt-free traveling and has gone to California
and France. For 2.5 weeks.
For a total of 3.5 weeks of travel this year.
Pretty epic.
Relaxing and filled with the best things you could get there.
Yeah. So that's been...
I feel like that's definitely tainted your travel in your head.
In first class.
Oh yeah, you're done.
I'll explain my first class, or I guess we kind of talked about it.
I think you should go into it more.
Yeah.
Is that all of your things that kind of threw you off in France?
I think so.
Wait, were there any instances in the bathroom that were like uncomfortable?
I'm sorry, when you said instant in the bathroom, I thought you were going to say, did I have like any really bad?
No. I'm saying you had this problem with the sink and then leading into. Did you ever have awkward like interactions with people?
Oh my gosh. Here we go. This is one of my things. Okay. My biggest problem, it like annoyed me throughout the trip. But then we were at one crepe place and their bathroom had a latch on the door. So it had the sink room, and the bathroom, and it had a latch instead of a lock. So when you put the latch down, it still moved.
Oh my god!
But that's not where the problem was. The problem was the people in there really wanted to go to the bathroom. So just imagine. Oh no, no, not talking fast. Imagine someone trying to get in, and you're like, and I can't say anything. I don't know what to say.
Oh my gosh, did you get it again? Wee wee, I'm taking the wee wee. Poo poo, I'm taking the poo poo.
That's hilarious. Wee wee, I'm going wee wee. No. So these people are like, boom, boom, boom. They're like yanking on the door full strength, and I am petrified. I literally am so scared because they're like yanking. I'm like, they're gonna break it. I was actually scared they're gonna break the door down. And
so, what was one of your call-outs? What did you have a go-to?
I just went, ah. I'm sticking to the mute apparently.
Now reflecting on that moment, is there something you wish you would have done? And is there something you wish you've done when you went mute? I feel like you don't regret the mute because that's hilarious.
No, that's so funny.
That's got to be the funniest.
That's probably the funniest
experience you've had.
It's so good.
That's got to be. Yeah, 100%. But going to your first class.
Okay.
What was like, and do you think it was worth paying like an extra $700? I mean, obviously when you're to that level.
Honestly. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, but what I mean is, obviously you can't say, would you take that over a normal class? But, and you can't, the people buying first class can obviously buy first class because if they couldn't, they would just buy it. So it's kind of a weird question because you can't say, I wish I could.
I guess I'll just explain it.
Yeah, just explain the lecture. For us,
in my mind, a 9-hour flight. It was a 9-hour flight to. So actually, I guess it's technically 10. But we took down in Zurich, and then we took it over to Geneva.
Wait, is Zurich in Germany? You texted me Germany.
I think it is. But
you go. I landed in Germany. That's the only text I got.
I don't.
Is it?
I don't know.
All I remember is
Zurich?
I was telling everyone you landed in Germany because
I said, and I think it is, but I feel very insecure by saying Germany because I don't think it is. But I'm gonna say Zurich is in Germany.
So you were in Germany. You were in Germany.
No, it was. It was Germany. It was. It was Germany.
I can't get my accents right today. Welcome to Germany. I'm a friend. My name is Volker.
But I know it was German. It was Germany because we went. At one point, we had a. Wait. Yeah, so we had a
this
layover.
This is so
the
stupid.
First
we
time.
just can't figure it out.
Well, now I'm having a hard time because we had that layover.
Oh yeah.
After our flight, so then we laid over in Germany in Zurich, and now I remember that because we got to go to like the Christmas festival.
It's crazy. Did you feel the same? I mean, obviously in America celebrates Christmas more than anyone else, and it's bigger. Did you feel the same Christmas, like, lights are everywhere? Trees are
lights and trees are everywhere. There's a big culture of Christmas markets where there's, like, tons of, like, stands and carts set up that sell, like, Christmas stuff and then, like, food. And it's all, like, it's not like it's scattered around. It's, like, in the courtyard, there'll be, like, a big Christmas market.
Okay, that was a pretty phenomenal France experience for you.
Yes.
Now I want us to key in on 2023. What are we looking at as filmmaker? What are you looking at as a filmmaker? As some personal goals, some things you feel like you didn't achieve in 2022. Like I maybe didn't, like I wasn't going out and trying to maybe meet new filmmakers, or I wasn't trying to do enough jobs or stuff like that. What do you think you want to improve on? Things you want to achieve as your personal goals, not related to Suka.
Okay. One thing I want to try, and I don't think this is more of like a very specific goal.
It doesn't have to be filmmakers.
Yeah. I really want to try to make a film with space. I think that is my ultimate, like...
That's also a Suka goal, because we already have that.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like,
that's
I think
also
that...
Like an individual space movie?
I don't know. I think that overall, I want to make, like, a really, like, it looks like it's super good. A space movie.
It looks
It looks like it's really super
What do
good.
I want? I want it to look like it's really super good.
And then I also think you had said like something about like looking for other filmmakers, like people that are also like passionate about like things in the filmmaking world, or like people that are just passionate about things that they do with like art or music, things like that. I think finding more people like that, I think that could push me and them forward in this coming year.
You did say, I want to make something really good. And that, I feel like, is way too broad.
Yeah, that's very broad.
I more so am wondering, what are you looking at as, like, I feel like I didn't do a good job managing time, or I didn't do a good job, want to do a better job doing, like, specific skills that you can work on and do. Like, space, I feel like that's a very intangible thing of, I don't know, maybe I could figure out a space, maybe we'll do a space movie, I'll do a space movie, I want to make it good, but a specific, like, I want to learn, I really want to work with miniatures in space, like, real, get down to the specifics of, and maybe you haven't thought of it, because I haven't thought of anything yet. It kind of hit, we did the Christmas special, and then it hit really fast.
Yeah.
That we had to go jump right into 2023. Ball dropped.
Didn't even know the ball dropped because I was in France. They didn't have balls there.
There's no one is even playing with balls there. There's no sports with balls there.
All right, when you said that, I immediately thought of one goal that I have kind of had in my mind. I want to try to make one movie every other month.
Oh, make like
6 movies over the entire
personal movie.
6 movies over this year.
That is, I think, epic.
Because I really want to work on storytelling, and you've kind of been talking about this on and off, not on the podcast, but storytelling. I think that storytelling, and I won't tap into this now, but I think that we can talk about this on a different time. But AI has an insane way of writing scripts and stories,
which I think we should keep on down though. Somewhere.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility to make.
But I think that there's a lot of opportunities this year with time and resources that we have to make more things. I wish that I had made more personal things in 2022.
Well, because if you look at our portfolios, they're very short. Yeah. Basically. I kind of got...
Yeah, you have more sports stuff.
Well, sports, and I did, with our wedding videos...
Yeah.
A lot of the cool shots are the sunflower shots.
Yeah, those ones are sweet.
So I have some from that, and then... Because I did more commercial work than this year. So there's a little bit more I could probably grab from. But I guess now with your first... You haven't even talked... I mean, you did talk about your...
Yeah, we talked about it.
That was just the worst received podcast when you and me talked about our short films. That's okay, guys. You don't have to listen to
you don't have to watch everyone, but you should.
But you should.
All right. Now, are there any goals that you have going into 2023 as a filmmaker or just personal?
As you know, there are definitely goals.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. It's definitely a thing that matters, even if New Year's is not going on for me. I do like your idea of setting up a goal of that, but I don't want to answer it like that. My goal for me is I really want to improve being able to, I don't even know how to word this. I feel like I watch too much YouTube, and I feel like that's a constant...
I think that we're both very...
I really want to remove that and find time in just being able to sit and think through things.
Oh, wait, can I interrupt really quick?
No.
I want to get better at reading. I really suck at reading. It's hard for me to sit down and read.
But I feel like you've always struggled with sitting, like being down, and I feel like you suck at sitting. You're a great stander, though.
Thanks for a really great stander. All right, continue.
So I want to improve my, just to be present, if that makes sense, of always being able to not just rushing around in it, but just being like patient. And I would say filmmaking wise, I want to grow. I really want to this year make sure that I'm doing things that no matter what I could put on my portfolio. I feel like a lot of times with Suga I've gotten caught up making things that I don't go the extra step, that I'd be able to put that on something like a website, or put that on something like like when Sam Davis, our director boy,
our director boy
in Cali, like when he asked us, I hated myself.
Oh, I know. I felt
he
really
asked us,
awful.
and people have asked. I think your dad always asked, "Oh, did you show him stuff you've done?" And I was like, "No."
There's nothing.
And I was like, embarrassed me and made me feel awful in my head because I was like,
I feel the exact same
don't know. So definitely I want to, everything I do, I want to make sure it could end up on my portfolio because in the end, that will make. I mean, that's being able to showcase that, having that, and not saying my portfolio is everything, but how you get hired now is what you've done. It doesn't matter where you go to school. It doesn't matter if you went to school. It doesn't matter. It's just what you do. Can I work with you? So that would be a goal, filmmaking wise. And I also want. I mean, I could just go for years and years about like goals and things to do. So maybe I'll just stick with that and keep it.
I like that. I think that's a good one. I think both years were very good.
Do you have any goals that aren't as strict of I want to hit? Because I feel like a lot of time with New Year's goals, and I watched something and even I think I read a little part in a book about this too, is a lot of people when they set New Year's goals are
too extreme.
Well, it's like I'm gonna do once a week. I'm gonna eat this. Next week I'm gonna work out, and once a month I'm gonna make sure I hit this goal of things. And they talked about like those numbers. It gets difficult when you're trying. Like think about for you, 1 month you get 2 films done. Mm-hmm. 1 month you don't. I feel like you don't need to put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah, it's a very loose number. I'm not saying 6 exactly
because we always put numbers and
true.
Never follow through on the numbers.
That's true.
So I wonder how you could maybe even reword.
Yeah, maybe just like
I want to push myself to make enough things on my portfolio that.
Yeah.
Or just because I mean I don't, and this part of when we do stuff together, because you don't really do that much personal stuff. Like I take a ton of photos. I mean maybe I just never see them, but even on our Lightroom account, I have like 40 folders and you have 3. So I think there's just a difference of doing personal stuff, and I think that will affect you positively in your Suka stuff. Because now you're pulling from, I've already done doing things like this, or making like side projects or individual videos or stuff like that. And that also might come from, I've done individual before. Like, I mean, starting obviously like Cable Manager or stuff like that. Yeah. But still, making like 40 videos before we did Suka really did kind of bring in an individual. It is like not my look of things, but that's like the morphed version, if it makes sense. So I think it'll be really cool to see what you can bring creatively and your vision, seeing, okay, this is Sam's deadline. He's going to get, let's see, without like relying on, because I mean, do you want to share what happened with your short film?
Sure.
I think this is a learning. I feel like I want to get this as much. I feel like you should just own it. And I think it's a huge learning, because potentially could have been no film school, anything.
Yeah, that was awful. So while I was in France, I went to go continue editing. So what had happened first, actually, is when Luke and I think we were just editing some of the Christmas special. Luke goes, have you not started editing your short film? I'm like, yeah, I have. And I look,
there's nothing
folder. There.
There's nothing in the
nothing at all. There was nothing in the folder, nothing on my computer.
Look at the angle, just sorry. I just had to point it out.
Well,
You're so out. I was just like, sorry, I had to point that out. Okay, yes.
Okay, there. Okay, no, it's well. Did not realize that.
I just saw your face because I had to call it out.
Okay, so I went. So that was already a blow because I had started editing.
And we're like, let's just ignore.
Yeah, and it was.
You have the clips on the SD card. Yeah, that'll be fine.
It was, and then I'm like, that was like a real big blow, and I didn't look at anything before I went to France, and then I had all my stuff, and I go to start editing like one of the first days I'm there, and I look through every SD card. And there's nothing except one angle from my short film.
Which had to just be like
it was
panic.
Awful.
Like check SD cards.
Yeah,
check
I immediately text Luke. I'm like, hey, can you check all your SD cards? I cannot find.
And in my head, I was like, I know this isn't even possible that they're on here, but I still checked them, and I was like, I was like, oh, this is such a...
Because I was absolutely freaking out.
Oh, yeah. But that's something, we turned it around.
Yeah.
I think it helped. I think it just even having me there to just be like, hey, maybe remember, like, you're trying to do so many things.
Yeah.
Just remembering, hey, because I had you, Race, and my dad to just have little, hey, maybe don't do that. Maybe do this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, remember, while you're setting up the lights, I know you want this angle, but look, you could have light right here. Or something like, just little things of, oh, I forgot to, like on the cameras, making sure the shutter's right. All those little things, I feel like slip through the cracks.
Yeah.
Especially when you're the grip setting, if you don't know what the grip is, you know, the film industry. But that means you're like setting up lights and stuff. You don't have like a PA, or you don't have anyone to just, hey, I need that. Go get that.
Yeah.
Go get that.
Yeah, having you there was very helpful.
Just like having, literally you could have like Henry there.
Yeah.
My younger cousin, you literally just, someone to say, check that, sit there. Just another person to at least just give you some hierarchy.
Yeah.
And I expect to be grip Luke Ring. That would be hilarious.
Sam Bradway, director, editor, grip Luke Ring.
PA Luke Ring. That would be funny.
I should add that.
We should PA each other.
That would be hilarious.
Are you wanting to create a website, thesambradway.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that having that as the portfolio and just
that should
personally
paying for that a month. I feel like Squarespace has got to have something that's like multiple websites a month.
I hope, because otherwise it's going to be so much money.
Oh yeah, we're already paying
$20 a month.
Well, I pay $30 for Adobe a month.
Yeah, I pay.
And then $15 for Epidemic. So I'm paying $45 a month right now.
You're paying $20
for Epidemic, right?
Well, for
Squarespace.
Yeah, I think I've got another one.
Oh wait, you were supposed to be sending me money for Adobe.
Oh.
Remember that? Remember when you used to send me $10-15 a month for Adobe and everything? Yeah. We just completely forgot. I was like wondering, I was like, wait a minute, I'm paying $45? But it's fine because you just got charged with the
but you also did.
But it's fine. We just get charged so much stuff, and I don't even mind. I guess I just did get charged in Vado.
Yeah, so you got charged in Vado.
Well, starting in January, starting 2023, we're going to work on finances. We're going to be working on our finances. Because right now, we're probably losing money.
Oh, 100%. We'll probably have like 2 unknown subscriptions.
100%. I didn't even do that math in my head.
No.
For a long time.
No, I thought we had even.
This is how...
we had something.
I think it was even, but we got back Epidemic.
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
Photoshop went up $10.
Oh yeah.
Or Adobe went up $10. So that
that's where it is.
But if Squarespace has the deal,
then
we own Suka.com. We could make 4 websites. My goal is to have 4 websites between us: Suka, Cinemat, Luke Ring,
and Sam.
And I think Cinemat turns into weddings, something, just our commercial, just like, this is our company. This is one of our companies.
This is one of them.
Suka.com would be sweet. Cinemat.com would be sweet. LukeRing.com, SamBrady.com. That would just be so.
Okay. I guess we can do those.
Honestly, we should just look into that right after this podcast, because I'm getting juiced. I'm getting juiced.
I'm so juiced.
This has just been a great episode so far. And now it's ending. That was harsh.
This is ending.
This is great to hear about France. I'm sorry about the audio. Yes.
Just like 2022, this episode's ending. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not saying anything like that. Can you just hit that voice line one more time?
Just like 2022, this podcast is ending.
This podcast is ending.